Hey guys, welcome to Camburg's global headquarters. Let's go take a tour inside and watch all our manufacturing and everything we do. Come on in. All right guys, Jerry Zayden here. Welcome inside our entryway here at the Camburg headquarters. Really exciting in here. We have a large space, so we get to showcase some of our greatest products that we have. And one of my favorite products that we have now, this is a great collaboration with one of the most iconic heroes of off-road racing, and that's Ivan the Iron Man Stewart. So one of my childhood idols, and most of you out there probably looked at this guy the same way, winning so many races all over Baja and the deserts of Nevada and that video game we used to play. Well, we have a collaboration with him now, and we took this brand new 2024 Tacoma, so this suspension's for the 2024 and newer Toyota Tacomas, and we did a collaboration where we took Camburg suspension and paired it up with a MagnaFlow exhaust. This is going to give you great performance through your exhaust as well as your suspension and put that 4-cylinder turbo power to use. We have rear Camburg Kinetic Series billet suspension under the back, so that's our links in the back. Up front here, we have our new Dominator coil spring spacer, and what that does is preloads the coil spring, which in turn gives you more lift. And that's what, the aftermarket coilovers are doing, is they put a coil spring around the shock and you can preload it. Well, we know what that preload number is. We designed this lift around that, so it's giving you about 2.5 to 3 inches of lift. We paired that with the Kinetic Series Camburg billet aluminum upper control arms. These are in a limited edition, so they're black and they have all the Ivan Stewart Camburg treatment colorways on those logos there. So you can see with the red, the orange, and the yellow. And then to top all that off, we have the MagnaFlow exhaust up under here. So this is a great package for you guys. And then one of my favorite products in the top 3 of Camburg products that we manufacture, I know we're known for long travel suspension, but are actually the rear axles that go under the back of the trucks. So we started here with one of our Unlimited truck rear axles. These are fully TIG welded and heat treated. That's why you see the color on here. Then we get into the MIG welded fabricated housings here, which are full chromoly. This is one of those products that we made that introduced CNC machining to Camburg over a decade ago, and that's the billet aluminum rear hubs. Now, why this is so important to me personally is because these are very high tech, like making them straight. It's a very precision product, and it goes with what Camburg stands for building the best off-road components. So these are full floater. They're literally the size of a monster can. So 36 spline axles on the Unlimited truck ones here, and then we do the 40 and the 35 spline axles for the other race and pre-runner rear end housings. Now, another product we have in the showroom, and that's what we are known for, and that's our long travel suspension. So we have one of these new Ford Broncos, and we've put countless miles on this. I think this thing has about 40,000 miles on it now, but this has been up and down the peninsula, Baja, and all the way up into Oregon. This has our long travel front suspension, billet aluminum upper control arms, full Heim joint steering, and it has our new X-joint racing ball joints on it. So it's got a uniball on the upper and it's got X-joint on the lower, so this thing steers and drives just like factory. So the front suspension's really trick on that. The rear suspension on here has our billet aluminum rear links, and this has all coilover suspension underneath of it. So they're 3-inch coilovers with adjustable reservoirs, so this thing really takes the bumps. We have this all wrapped in the Camburg race livery because it's one of our hero vehicles that goes to shows and whatnot. We run the BF Goodrich tires, the KMC wheels, full MagnaFlow exhaust, got the rigid lights. And another really cool thing about this truck is it has that go fast camper. So what we do is we call this a pre-lander. So we have all the badass suspension, the slapper bump stop lower control arms. We can get in there very smooth, we can get in there quicker, or we could just be very comfortable, because to us, more suspension's just like having more horsepower. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so now let me take you in the back where all the magic happens. This is where we manufacture, we do CNC machining, welding, logistics. This is where it gets impressive. I want to show off how we do your shipping. All right guys, we're now in the back of the shipping department at Camburg. Now this is where it gets really exciting. We have all of our inventory back over here. We have this full conveyor system that you see running through the whole back warehouse. So we can pick product from where it sits at the shop, drop it on the conveyor, it comes all the way around, drops down the conveyor here, and this is where you'll see your Camburg product. We have so much inventory, we're building more up, and we're gonna get these products out to you much faster and out to all of our distributors now. We got product that we're shipping all over the world, so if you guys are in Europe and Africa, South America, Australia, this is where we'll put it down on a machine here, wraps all the product up on a pallet, semi-trucks lined up right here, we'll get that product loaded up in these trucks, and then off it goes. We ship by land, sea, and air. Now, let's go out back where we manufacture all our product and show you our state-of-the-art facility where all the magic is really happening, from our high-end fabricators, our CNC machine shop, and all the great magic that we have back there. Now follow me. All right, so back here, this is where a lot of manufacturing happens at the MagnaFlow Group headquarters. So you'll see some MagnaFlow product as well as all the Camburg product getting manufactured. So let's go take a peek at our CNC machining and our welding departments. All right, so here's the Camburg CNC machine shop. This is version 2.0. Now at the MagnaFlow headquarters down in Oceanside, California. You can see how massive this place is. And what's really exciting to me is the expansion that we're going under. So we're all set up for all of our new machines that we're gonna acquire here shortly. Some are already on order. We're waiting for these new models to come in so we could really ramp up production, be extremely efficient, and more importantly, hold that true Camburg quality that is second to nobody out there. We wanna make the very best products out there, and we're doing that now. So this is some of our finished billet aluminum rear trailing arms that we have here that we're stacking up. We got more inventory back over here. We got chip buckets for all the scrap. As you see here, we have, this is just a chip conveyor that takes all the mess out of the machine and dumps it off there. That's how much material, because we start with such high quality chunks of material, and that's all the recycling that's coming off of it. We have full chunks of billet aluminum here, which then turn into the billet upper control arms that you see here. So we do that all in-house in the United States. Got upper control arms, we got 3 mills right here, we got some lathes here, we got the manual machine shop over there. Now that you've seen some of our machining, keep in mind this is gonna be heavily expanding. All right, let's take a look at where we do all of our CAD drawings in our engineering department. We're gonna then go out the back and we're gonna check out where we prep the Camburg race truck, as well as our installation facility and our high-end welding department. All right, so I'm standing here behind the famous Craig Hall. Craig Hall is very well known in the automotive racing world, especially the off-road racing world. He's had his hands in just about every single modern project off-road has seen. So if you've seen any kind of off-road race truck, like a trophy truck or buggies, 10 cars, 1 cars, whatever, Craig's definitely been part of that. He's been full-time with us for close to a year now. He's our lead designer here at Camburg. We got a couple of items up on the screen here where we have a whole Ford Raptor frame with all the parts we're making in it. We got our bed cage, we got our slapper lower control arm. Over here on this screen, we have our billet rear hubs, which you've seen the rear end housing down in the showroom. We also have our new 6-piston monoblock racing calipers. These we've tested twice now during the racing process, and we've gotten first place at King of the Hammers as well as first place at the Mint 400. Testing out our new brakes. It's the first time we tested them. We have a new rotor design we're working on as well. So we're doing some testing on that for the thermodynamics. Bunch of stuff that we got going on here. Few things that are up. Right now we got brakes, so a few of our engineers are out taking a break. So while they're taking a break, why don't we go out back and check out our race truck as well as some other custom builds. All right, now we're out back in the shop here. We have the race truck here, getting ready to do some more testing. So this truck basically conquers all in the desert, goes really fast, obviously. Let's go take a peek at some of the parts on this truck. As you see here, we're ready for battle with these large bumpers. We run these big rigid lights. Our next race, hopefully we'll see some nighttime at it because it's a big advantage for us with that kind of power. But this is what an unlimited truck looks like when they're de-skinned, so there's no fiberglass body on it now. There's a lot of carbon fiber and fiberglass involved in these trucks. We run billet wheels from KMC, so they're fully forged billet. Bead locks, we run the 40-inch BF Goodrich racing tires. I don't know what else to say about these trucks other than every single thing on them is extremely high-end at the top pinnacle of the sport. All the suspension on this truck we make, so all the A-arms, this uprights, steering rack adapters, got a lot of other components going on. Runs full MagnaFlow exhaust, so a lot of really trick aspects of these trucks and very impressive what they're capable of. But tomorrow we're taking it out, doing some testing, so it's gonna be a good day. All right, guys, thanks for touring with me. I'm happy to be able to show you a little bit behind the scenes about what we got going on from our engineering, our race trucks, our manufacturing. So impressive. It's so much fun to be doing this at this level. Very excited for what's to come. So stay tuned for more info and make sure to follow us on camburg.com and all of our social media at Camburg Racing. Once again, Jerry Zayden here from Camburg. See you guys soon.